The 5 essential conversations. Every manager needs to master or risk losing their best people. Here's a stat that should stop every manager in their tracks. 69% of employees say they would work harder if they felt their manager communicated better. Yet 75% of managers believe they already do. That gap? That's where burnout happens. That's where high performers quietly disengage. And that's where good managers accidentally become the reason great employees leave. If you're managing people, especially if you were promoted from within your team, this video could save your leadership career. Because today, I'm breaking down the 5 conversations every manager must master if you want trust, performance, and respect, without micromanaging or constant firefighting. And stick with me until the end, because I'll show you how to master all 5 without memorizing scripts or feeling fake. And I'll give you something powerful you can use immediately. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Mel from the Aquiliea Method, and I help new and emerging leaders transition from peer to confident authority without losing themselves or their team in the process. I've been a manager. I've been the nice leader. I've been the leader avoiding hard conversations until problems exploded. And I've learned this the hard way. Leadership doesn't fail because managers don't care. It fails because they avoid conversations they were never taught how to have. So let's fix that. Most managers think leadership is about motivation or personality. It's not. Leadership is communication under pressure. And if you can't confidently lead these 5 conversations, you will. Repeat yourself constantly, feel emotionally drained, lose respect without knowing why, and wonder why. Good employees just don't care anymore. Let's break them down, starting with the one manager dread the most. 1. Performance reviews. The conversation that shouldn't be a surprise. Performance reviews fail because they happen too late. I remember my first formal review as a manager. I had notes, metrics, bullet points, but halfway through, my employee said, "Why am I hearing this now?" And that's when it hit me. Reviews aren't about evaluation, they're about alignment. What most managers do? Save feedback for once or twice a year, sugarcoat problems, overload the conversation with criticism. What great managers do: use reviews to confirm what's already been discussed, balance clarity with encouragement, connect performance to impact. Reframe this conversation as, "Here's where you're strong, here's where you can grow, and here's how I'll support you." If reviews feel tense, it's because trust wasn't built before the meeting. 2. Difficult feedback. Say it early or say it louder. Later. This is where most managers freeze. I once delayed giving feedback because I didn't want to hurt feelings. 3 weeks later, the behavior escalated, and the conversation became emotional, defensive, and exhausting. That's when I learned, avoided feedback doesn't disappear, it compounds. Common mistakes. Sandwiching feedback until the point is unclear. Waiting until frustration leaks into tone, making it personal instead of behavioral. Effective feedback formula. State the behavior. Explain the impact, set the expectation, offer support. Clear feedback is actually kind. Confusing silence is not. 3. Delegation. Why you're overworked and they're underdeveloped. If you feel like, "It's faster if I just do it myself," they don't do it like I would. Delegating creates more work. This isn't a delegation problem, it's a communication gap. Early in my leadership career, I delegated tasks, not outcomes. And when results missed the mark, I took it back instead of coaching. Big mistake. Weak delegation sounds like, "Can you handle this?" Strong delegation sounds like, "Here's the outcome, deadline, decision boundaries, and how I'll support you." Delegation isn't dumping tasks, it's developing ownership. 4. Career development. Why your best employees leave. Quietly. Most employees don't quit jobs, they quit feeling invisible. I once lost a top performer who said, "I didn't see a future here," and no one asked. That conversation haunted me. What managers assume, if they want more, they'll tell me. Career talks are HR's job. What leaders actually do. Ask about goals before people disengage, align growth with strengths, offer realistic pathways, not empty promises. A simple question can change everything. What skills do you want to build in the next 6 to 12 months? Retention starts with curiosity. 5. Conflict resolution. The conversation that builds or breaks trust. Conflict isn't the problem. Avoidance is. I once ignored tension between two strong personalities on my team, hoping it would work itself out. It didn't. It divided the team. What not to do. Take sides emotionally, ignore passive-aggressive behavior, handle conflict publicly. Effective conflict conversations. Focus on facts, not feelings. Facilitate understanding, not blame, re-anchor on shared goals. Handled well, conflict builds respect. Handled poorly, it poisons culture. If you're watching this thinking, I wish I had the words for these conversations. That's exactly why I created From Peer to Power, TM. It's a step-by-step leadership mini-course with word-for-word scripts, confidence-building frameworks, real-world scenarios, tools you can use before your next hard conversation. Important. This resource is currently available at early access pricing, and once enrollment closes, it won't reopen at this rate. If you're tired of guessing what to say, if you want authority without becoming cold, if you're done carrying leadership stress alone, click the link below now. Secure your spot today. Lead with confidence. Starting this week. Because the conversations you avoid today become the problems you manage tomorrow. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe, and comment conversations. I read everyone. And remember, great leaders aren't born confident. They're trained, supported, and intentional. See you in the next video.